Guys, it's time to address the elephant in the room, this piece of E38 750 IL. Right, let's get into it. Now, this was my November 2023 purchase.
Welcome Raj Sangha. You have full access to all automated systems.
Palm set me a challenge.
I know you like buying cars, so I'll challenge you to buy one car every month this year.
One car a month.
I reckon you can do that.
And I successfully completed that challenge. However, there was one dog that I bought last year, and this is that dog. It's done 5, maybe 10 miles since then. It's had issues from the day we picked it up. Now, we bought this car from Brightwell's auctions in Wales. Even on the journey back, this thing had problems. The lights had a mind of their own, the indicators had a mind of their own. It was pinging up with all sorts of errors on the dash. And when Jay has driven it, he's realized that sometimes the brakes aren't working as they should do. So this is a fucking dog. I might have completed the challenge last year, but I failed in trying to do what I wanted to do to this car, which was to create an OEM plus build, obviously put it on airlift suspension, change the wheels, add some audio, sympathetic external upgrades. I failed in that. However, something else landed in my lap, and it's here. This is another 750 IL E38. However, this has got some stuff done to it which I don't need to worry about. One of the best things with this car, that's one of the best things, there's quite a few very good things with this car, is that in the back, we already have the picnic tables, we already have the vanity mirrors in the headrest, and we have 2 telephones in this car. The other car doesn't even have 1 telephone. So we've got the full telephone kit here in the back. As you can see there, the BMW original kit with all the full controls for heating, AC, the memories for the rear seats, and we have the phone in the front here as well. So in essence, some of my work's already done. So what are the plans with that hunk? It's going to go up for sale as is with the issues that I've mentioned earlier. And once this is sold, I can start working on this gorgeous E38 750 IL finished in Aegean blue, which, guys, is the same color as my E31 840 Ci. And that's one of the other reasons why I had to buy the car. I now have a pair of 90s BMW classics. This over here is the GT Cruiser, and this we have as the ultimate business vehicle. So let me get into the plans for this E38 750 IL. So,
Hey, what are you not doing?
What?
What are you not up to?
Dude, I'm filming.
Hey?
I'm filming.
What are you filming?
The 2 E38.
Oh, this sounds interesting. Hold on. All right.
Have you got?
Upstairs,
No, I didn't. Have you guys got a mic? One of you got a mic? I don't need you in this, by the way, yeah? I've got this. I have got this. I don't need you in this. The plan, which you may or may not know, because you're quite busy and sometimes you don't listen to me, I'm going to go with the winning formula. Ultimately, E31, R129, it's going to go on air, wheels, audio. And, these two together in this color, cash fleet, rocking up to shows, will look absolutely amazing.
So why don't you do something a little bit different with this? If you want my 2 pence.
It's like what?
In all honesty, I get the matchy. Yeah, they look fantastic. Same interior, same color car. Yeah, it looks cool. But I would go static on this. I would go 21-inch wheels. There's no archwork required for.
I'm not into that arch to lip fitment. Yeah, that
Well, no,
I want it looking and sitting the way the E31 does. I don't want silly negative camber on the back.
I think these cars look better static, slammed on the floor.
Well, I'm sorry, mate. This is not your party. I didn't even give you a ticket to this party, so I don't know what you're doing here. Right. On that note, let's get back to the E38 in Asian blue. That is now my new project. So I know which wheels I'm going with because I managed to acquire some faces earlier on in the year. I'm super excited to show you those as well. So guys, let's get this project on the road. Right, to show you how serious I am, I'm gonna get this build underway now. We have here a set of faces. Now these are not ordinary faces. These are original 18-inch Alpina faces from a two-piece setup, from a two-piece wheel. So they've already been refurbished by the seller and they look absolutely beautiful. Like they just come out of the factory yesterday. One thing I didn't realize about Alpina is that the wheels are made by BBS. So that's something new I've learned. So I've got all 4 faces fully refurbished. I've even got the center caps, brand new original Alpina badges. The plan is to make a bespoke set of wheels for the E38 using these 18-inch faces, build them up to 20-inch. We'll give Ellie a shout. He'll come over, who I've used numerous times before, and he will build up the spec. He'll measure the faces according to how the car sits, and then we'll work out what size dishes we need. Plan is new wheels, airlift and X-Low suspension. There'll obviously be a massive audio upgrade, and we'll talk about that in a separate episode. We're not wasting any time here. We are well and truly underway with this E38 750iL project. Can't believe it, guys. Just had a notification. The car has been sold. The officer phoned me and said the buyer's here waiting to pick up the car. So this is a fantastic day. Yo, car sold. They just phoned me and said the car sold.
Who rang you?
The office just phoned me and said the buyer's here
Yeah.
to pick up the car.
Yeah.
So must be in the shop.
No. Here.
Here what?
I've got a vision in my head, and I think I can do something with this car. Look, do you want to sell the car or not?
Of course, the car's up for sale.
Okay, well, I'll buy the car off you. Do me a deal.
Hold on. Was that you on eBay?
Yeah,
Oh, mate.
do a deal.
Okay, 11,995.
What kind of deal is that? Listen, look, it's Friday night. We all want to go home. Let's do a deal. I've got 10 grand on me. Sell
Are you
me
going to
the
give me
car.
10 grand cash? 10 is what I wanted for it anyway. So if you're going to give me 10 grand, give me the money, take the car, job done. Yeah, come on then. Well, I didn't want to say it in the first place, only because I got the other one.
There's 10 grand in there.
I'll rate you for that.
Come on. Let's not stand on ceremony.
Mate, what is this friggin' nonsense?
Listen, you selling me the car or not?
What, for Monopoly money? I could print this out.
No,
I could put another 0 on the end. Why do you want this car? I still don't get it.
Because listen, if you're doing a 750, let me do a 750, and let's do a battle of the sevens. I've got a vision in my head. I know how I can make this look really nice. Let's see what we can both come up with. How's that?
Look, I'd rather have the money, but I get it. You want to do a project. 2 projects are better than 1.
Yep.
I concede to that.
Yep.
It's no longer my headache. It's your headache.
Okay,
Crack on.
let's go.
I'm out of here.
Let's go. Battle of the Sevens. Battle of the Sevens.
Oh, I think you need the keys.
I need the keys.
Yeah.
Lovely.
See you later.
Cheers, boss. This is going to be fun. There we go. Oh, I can't wait to get my teeth into this. So, I've managed to cop myself a new little project. It's a 5.4 V12 engine. Yes, it's still got a bit of poke. It's pretty cool. Apparently there's a couple of issues with it. One of the issues is already pinged up on the dash, and that's the ABS light and the traction control light. The other issue that Raj has previously recorded on this car, which was the lights were doing all sorts of things, that seems to be all right at the moment, and all the lights seem to be working. So let's hope that that doesn't go wrong. We're going to do this car up because, let's face it, no one likes a standard car, and there's always room for improvement. We'll be changing the wheels on it. So I'm going to go wide. I'm actually going to go static on this car. So, all right, don't be all right. I know I always bag my cars. Don't be shocked. I'm going to go against the grain on this one. The V12 engines normally tend to sound a bit more raspy. We'll play around with the exhaust and see how much better we can get it to sound. And we will be doing a lovely little audio upgrade on it. The stock stereo in it is dated. The maps don't work, and it's certainly going to need a machine polish on the outside, which I'm actually going to attempt to do myself. I'm going to do most of the stuff on this car myself. I may need to go back to my mum's, go back to her garage, dig out my old angle grinder and see what we can, how much we could chop off the springs. Yes, bring back the good old days. Let's go!
Well, that took an unexpected turn. It's back to me and this Aegean blue beauty. It looks the part, but before I even think about suspension or any upgrades, I want to know exactly what I'm working with. It's time to get it on the ramp, poke around, and see if there are any surprises lurking underneath. I've got to say, Jay, she's a better looking car than the silver one. Do you not think so?
The colour pops nice.
I think the bodywork's a little bit better as well, no? A couple of dings, maybe 3 dings. I mean, there's one visible here on the sunroof. But yeah, I think all in all, a better looking car. Right, let's start at the front. I do know there's a leak from the rad. So
Yeah,
you can see
we
it's a
can
little
see
bit
it here.
a little bit wet there.
Top bit looks dry and the bottom bit has got residue, so I'm gonna go with it split a little bit near the corners. Where
The rad is split. Oh, yeah, we got a bit of a wet patch here.
A little oil leak. It has had some bits changed on it. Not like, and that was a drop right there. That is the power steering, I think. Coming in
Yeah,
now.
I've noticed the power steering has become a little bit noisy.
Okay. I think some of the belts need replacing. They got signs of cracking on it.
Should I be worried here? Because this,
Well, it
in
is
my
a-
head, I'm already doing some man maths.
Cha-ching, cha-ching,
And I'm
cha-ching.
thinking this is going to get expensive because it's a big engine. Okay, all right. Running along down the sides now, I might be being a bit premature here, but Jay, I don't see much rust, if any,
No,
along the
this
sides.
actually looks pretty good. This side, so just mind your head.
That's not going to be cheap. That is not going to be cheap on this car. But that's what happens when you buy a car without going over it thoroughly, blind, based on the say-so that it's a good car. I think for me, I got a little bit eager beaver because of the color and the color combo.
Yeah, literally you were like, I've seen a car, oh, I bought it. Okay, did you have a drive it? No.
No.
Apart from that, it looks pretty good, to be fair, underneath.
Do you think it's a better car than the 7, the silver 7? Right, let's just pop the bonnet, Jay, and have a quick look at this humongous
V12.
engine.
Yeah, can be problematic as well. Sorry.
Thanks. Okay, so guys, here it is now. Look, before I bought the car in, I was on a bit of a high, and we've got to remember it's a 750 IL, it's a V12. They didn't make many ILs. My bubble has been burst a little. I am a bit concerned because addressing those oil leaks and the rad leak, looking at it now, could become expensive. I'm smiling, but really deep down inside, this is going to be another one that's going to rip me a new one. So that's the end of this episode. I started at the beginning of this episode, we wanted to sell the silver E38 and introduce to you the new project, the Asian Blue E38 750IL. It now transpires we have 2 projects. I'm not going to get involved in Palm's project. He can crack on with that and do whatever he wants. This is my project. I think reality has sunk in that when you are buying such big cars, classic cars, there are going to be issues, and those issues are going to be expensive to resolve and repair, and this car is no different. The next step on this particular car is to book it in with my friend Cos over at Bird's BMW. I want to give it to a specialist who knows what they're doing. Some of the parts may be difficult to source, and through a specialist, at least they will have avenues where they can source them from. And we'll also cover some of the stuff that Palm is doing to the silver E38. You're gonna have 2 projects on the go at the same time. You also need to tell me which is the better E38. Is it mine, which is the blue E38 750IL, or is it Palm's, the silver with the black leather interior? Which is the better car of the 2 now? And which one do you think will look better at the end of this series? I'll be back on another episode. Make sure you smash the like button and make sure you subscribe on the channel, because there's a lot more content on the E38s that's going to be coming your way. See you on the next one.
Right. No, that's a... Right. That'll do. Just only to cut some springs, isn't it? We'll have one of them.